I just simply ask the question, can I take another step? And the answer is always yes. And I guess that can transfer over to any parts of your life. If there's a step, no matter how small, forward you can take, they'll gradually add up to getting you to the place you want to be. Running is mostly a very lonely game, whereas rugby is obviously a big team camaraderie. You win together. You're cheering on your teammates to do well. Equally, you're getting a lot of, hopefully, positive feedback from them. So it's a very shared experience, whereas running is so much solitude and on your own. Yeah, the interesting thing about running is a lot of it isn't about the winning or losing, because most of the time you don't win. It's about the journey along the way and what you had to do to get there. So that's what I really love about the running side of things. It's a totally different challenge and you get totally different things out of it, whereas rugby is more black and white. You win, you lose, you rarely draw, but that's how it is. So
when I was in California, I was like, well, if I'm ever going to enjoy a run, it's probably like right now. I'd woke up at maybe 3, 4 a.m. because of jet lag. And I went for a run along Santa Monica Beach. Ended up being about 14 kilometers. So I didn't know at the time, but it was the first long run I've ever done. So the whole thing of runner's high, getting that amazing feeling after you finish, I got that. I didn't know what it was. And then getting a call from my mum saying she'd been to the doctors and she was in remission. If I had to pinpoint the happiest moment of my life, and it still is, it was that moment there. So when she passed away and I wasn't doing rugby, I just found myself running around the local town. It could be 2 o'clock in the morning, I'd be angry or upset, I'd get out the door and go for a run. And upon reflection, like, I understand I was trying to get back to that feeling that I got in California. So that's where it kind of started.
The team element to big running challenges is massive, because I wouldn't have been able to do any of the things I did solo. I might have been able to do the distance or the challenge, but it would have taken me so much longer and it would have given me a lot less. When you share an experience with other people, they're as involved as you are.
The most amazing thing, I guess, is like all my close friends now, everyone's kind of running now. People have, my first challenge when I ran the length of the UK, I had 11 people run their furthest distance they'd ever run, and 10 of those runners did a marathon or further. It's cool to bring people along for the ride, and when they see you doing something that they can't quite comprehend in terms of the distance, it makes it easier for them to join in and, I mean, achieve things themselves that they probably might not have done. So
my typical is not typical. I go through phases where I'm either totally engrossed in what I'm doing and sometimes I take time off. So yeah, there are ups and downs. I go and do these challenges and big runs because I generally love them and they teach me something about myself, but it's more about the effort put in than how well I've done, if you know what I mean.
I know that I can always take another step. I can always push a little bit harder, and when that's in your brain consistently, even when it sucks, like, it makes taking that next step a non-negotiable.
Mental toughness is everything in these big challenges, because it's going to get to a point where it sucks quite quickly and you have to overcome that and be brave enough to carry on. Even when it seems like the end is so far away, you just know you have to take that next step and eventually you'll get there. But yeah, it's the biggest part of what I do. It's the mental toughness for sure. Advice to my younger self would be, don't worry, it's going to be all right. I don't know if I'd tell myself exactly what was going to happen, but it's just like, yeah, you're stronger than you think you are. You come from a very good family. You're very lucky. Don't take it for granted, and yeah, just keep living life. Try and squeeze the most out of it.